This is Sarah with Posh Pooch Designs, and today we're going to show you how to make this fun sock monkey water bottle cozy. It works great for 16 to 24-inch water bottles, depending how big they are. And you can always make the center section here longer for a longer bottle. They're very stretchy and has a great handle take along. So what you're going to need is, for the monkey color, I'm using this Vanna's Choice. It's called Taupe. I can never say that correctly. Taupe Mist. And you can see it's got the variation in it, so you don't have to use 2 strands. And as you can see, I purchased mine at Hobby Lobby. You can get it online. You can get it from Joann's and Michael's both, I believe. And then for the red, the white, and the black, we're using Red Heart with Love. We've got the red and white there, and of course you just need a small amount of black, and you only need about 2 ounces of all of these. Doesn't take very much. We're going to be stitching today with our H hook, and of course those of you who've watched any of my videos know this is my favorite purple H hook. And of course we're going to need a needle because we have to sew on our eyes and our mouth and our ears, and we have to weave in our ends, and of course your trusty pair of scissors. All right, well, let's get started. The first thing we're going to be doing is starting with our white yarn. Let's go ahead and move him over so he's out of the way. We'll need him back later, so he's out of the way. With our white yarn, we're going to begin with chaining 3. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to be starting down here at the bottom and working our way up. Now we're going to put 9 double crochets in the 3rd chain from the hook, and that first chain 3 counts as our first double crochet, so we're putting 9 double crochets for a total of 10. And right now we're just making the base of the bottle. A little more yarn out here. Now, just in case you don't know what a double crochet is, yarn over, go through the stitch that you're working, and pull a loop up. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the second 2. And that is a double crochet in American terms. Now remember, if you ever do a English term pattern, they're a little bit different, so make sure you check that. And remember, anytime you don't know what a stitch is, Google is your friend. You can Google crochet double crochet, crochet single crochet, crochet crocodile stitch. There's tons of good information out there. Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have our 10. We're going to join in the top of that chain 3 with a slip stitch and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now for row 2, we're going to put 2 double crochets in each stitch. The first chain 3 counts as our double crochet, so we're going to put 1 stitch in that double crochet, or in that same stitch as the chain 3. Goodness gracious. And then we're going to put 2 stitches in each double crochet around. We want a total of 20 stitches. Get some more yarn out of here. There we go. The sock monkey is one of my favorite things to make, and I have a series of some sock monkey things that I want to do more videos on, so check back. I've got purses and pillows and all kinds of different things that I did with sock monkeys that are just so much fun. So hopefully through the winter and fall we can get some more of those up, because I think those are so much fun. Sock monkeys are one of those things that are just so silly and that make me laugh, and I love to laugh. All right, we're moving around here pretty quickly. All right, we got to put our last 2 in there. 1, 2. And now we're going to join to the top of that chain 3 with a slip stitch. Get in there. I made a little snug. There we go. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now our third row, we're going to just put 1 double crochet in each double crochet, and we're forming this row right here. So 1 double crochet in each double crochet. Now I will tell you, if this bag is too narrow and you want to make it for a bigger bag, go ahead and do 1 double crochet, then do 2 double crochets, and it'll make it just a little bit wider, and then do 1 row of double crochets. This one is for the smaller bag, but if you want to make it bigger, that's how to make it bigger. Do it on this row right here, and I'll add that in the pattern. It's not in there right now. I'll add it in there so you'll have that information, because they're making bigger and bigger water bottles. This is a great size for a child. It's actually a great size for me, but I made it with the child in mind, thinking, you know, going to the zoo or going out to the park or whatever. You know, the kids need a little water bottle nowadays, always with them, always, always, especially here in Colorado where it's so dry. And what fun it is to have a fun water bottle cozy to take with you than just, you know, mom's plain one or something. So it's just fun, fun, fun. And you know me, I like fun. But I'll put that information on how to make it just a little bit bigger in the pattern. When we do a video, we always retest the pattern and update the pattern, and any additional information we want to add, we put that in there. Okay, now this is my outside, so I'm going to flip it over because we were stitching this way, and this is the inside. You can see it looks a little bit different, and we're going to flip it over. I'm back around here. I'm going to join to the top of my chain 3, and now we're going to change colors. And so I'm going to snip that off because we're going to do a red row for our sock monkey effect. All right, so now we're going to join in our red. There we go. Snug that down. That little string wants to get in the way. Pull a loop through there, pull that red one down, snug that down, and then chain 3. 1, 2, oh, that's just 2, 3. Now we're going to do this row. And we're just going to do 1 row of double crochets with the red. And we'll put those in the strings on the inside, and we'll weave those in when we're all finished. So we're putting 1 double crochet in each double crochet with the red. And I do like this color red. This is the Red Heart with Love. It has a really good deep rich red, which to me, when I think of a sock monkey, I think of a good deep rich red, although I have seen them use like a maroon and a cream. Those are fine too. And the truth is, this particular water bottle cozy, you could make it in any colors that you want. You could make him, because sock monkeys can be made in any color that you want. I love those rainbow ones or the bright orange and pink ones. Those are so cute. And kids, I think, will remember to take their water bottle with them if they have a cute cozy. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. All right, we're almost around because we're only going to do 1 row of red. And then we're going to be switching to our sock monkey yarn. And I discovered this yarn a few years ago. I was using a particular kind of brown that had a little bit of variation in it, and they discontinued it. And I told my daughters that I can't stop making sock monkey stuff. I love them so much. And so we discovered this Vanna's Choice, and it's just perfect. All right, I slip stitched in the top of my chain 3, and I'm going to cut that. And now I'm going to switch over to my Vanna's Choice. Let me move those out of the way for now. All right. Oops, my scissors are in my way. Okay. Let's see. I want to see if I can get out of the center. That makes it a little bit better. Again, we're going to change colors. So we're going to loop through there, snug that down, and chain 3. And I want to snug down that first chain. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to be putting 1 double crochet in each double crochet around. just like that. If it'll go in. Make sure I got some yarn out here. And we are working through the tops of both loops. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. No front loop, back loop. It's all the same. I think this is actually a pretty good beginner pattern because we're pretty much just working with single crochets, double crochets, and a few half double crochets. So if I put it at easy, but I think that it would be okay to use as a beginner pattern because, you know, we're working with double crochet here. The ears are double crochet, you know, the eyes are single. The mouth is single. I think the only place we have a half double is on the handle. So, all right, we're almost all the way around. Get a little more yarn out here. Last one. Join to the top of that chain 3. Slip stitch and chain 3. Okay, and now we're going to do, I'm going to turn this over just so I can show it to you without the face. We've done these 3 rows and then our red and then 1 row of the sock monkey, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of the sock monkey yarn. Okay, so now we've double crocheted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. If you want your sock monkey to be longer, go ahead and crochet more rows here. And this, of course, like I said, is for the 16 to 24 ounce bottle. If you're using a much bigger bottle, you may want some length. And also, if you've made it wider here, you're going to want some length. But this is for the one that we're doing. And now we're going to change to the red row. Again, we're going to join our red yarn in, snug that down, do a chain, snug that down, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And of course, weave in those ends when we're all done. And we're going to put 1 double crochet in each double crochet around, just like we did previously. So as you can see, this is a really, really easy water bottle cozy. And if you didn't want to put the eyes and the ears and the mouth on, you've got a really good basic water bottle cozy. Just double crochets till we get to the top. We're just doing 1 row of the red double crochet. A little more yarn out of there. There we go. I thought, oh no, I got a knot, but I didn't. Yarn knots and yarn barfs seem to be the thing. They're just a way of life when you work with yarn, I suppose. Alrighty, we're working our way around here. Almost done with our red row. Alrighty, there we go. We're going to join to the top of the chain 3 again. Snug that down. Cut our red yarn. And now we're back to the white. Alrighty, poo. There we go. Again, snug that down. I don't know if that's an official crochet term. I just use it. And we're going to chain 3. All right, oops. Again, we'll weave those ends in, and we're going to put 1 double crochet in each double crochet around. And we're going to do this for 2 rows. Crocheted 2 rows of white double crochet around the top, and we're going to do our next row, and our next row is where we're going to be making a row of half double crochets, and then we're going to be making the handle. Alrighty, so we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each double crochet around. This just gives us a little bit tighter edge. So to do a half double crochet, in case you don't know how, you yarn over, go through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then go through all 3 loops. And I like to use this on the edge of a trim sometimes just to give it a nice tight edge, where I don't want a single crochet. I'd rather have a half double crochet because I'm not looking for something quite so small. And so we're half double crocheting in each of the double crochets around. Alrighty. Oops, missed. Another thing I do recommend is that if you're a tight crocheter and you're using your H hook and you feel like it's coming out too small, remember it's very stretchy, but also if you do feel like it's too small, you can always go up a hook size or 2, because you want it to fit, like I said, your 16 to 24 ounce water bottle or soda bottle or drink bottle. All right, so we've got half double crochet in each double crochet. We're going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 2, and now we're going to make the handle. And to make the handle, we're going to chain 30. Now, if you want a longer handle, chain more. If you don't want as long a handle, chain less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, trying to go too fast. 4, 5, 6, I did it again. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. So you can kind of see how big that handle's going to be. And remember, you got to have room for the top of your bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what you're going to do is you're going to line it up so that you can stitch it in on this side of the other side. But try not to twist your chain, and that's where the real trick is. So, and you have 20 stitches, so basically you should have 10 stitches between each here and here. So we're just going to line that up, put our hook through there, and basically do a slip stitch. Then we're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to turn. And now we're going to single crochet back down the handle. So we're going to put a single crochet in each chain, and I made that first chain extremely tight. There we go. All right. There we go. We're just going straight down this handle. A chain just wouldn't be strong enough. That's why we're single crocheting down the chain back to the other side, because it needs a little bit more. You know, I mean, a water bottle that is 16 ounces weighs a pound. And for a child, they need a good sturdy handle. And for me, I need a good sturdy handle. I'm pretty clumsy, and I would rather not drop my water bottle, have it spill everywhere. Not that I haven't done that, because I'm sure that I have. Okay, I'll stop laughing at myself. All right, here we go. And this part of the handle is a little time consuming. but it's well worth it for a good sturdy handle. Because one of the things I hate the most is when I have a project where I have to chain 200 and then you have to single crochet back down that chain. I almost always do a foundation single crochet. I don't mind the chaining. I just really, I hate to use the word hate because I hate that word. I strongly dislike single crocheting down a long chain. All right. Almost back there. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Couple more. I'm going to make sure my handle's not twisted. Let's hook out of there. There we go. So we're going to go this direction. The truth is, if your handle gets twisted, it's really no big deal. But I would rather it not be. Alright, one more single crochet in there. And then we're going to put a single crochet in this next stitch. Just like that. And if you feel like that's strong enough, that's fine. I went ahead and did a second row of single crochet on this one because I made it basically for me. So I wanted it sturdy. So that's totally up to you if you want to do a second row of single crochet. So then we're just going to go behind here, pull that string behind there. And we'll tie that off. Again, that's another string that we need to weave in when we're all done with our project. Okay, so there's our handle. And now we have just a basic water bottle cozy. Get that string in there so you can't see it. For a 16 to 24 ounce bottle. Very stretchy. But now we want to fix it up. So the first thing we're going to do is make a couple of eyes for our monkey. And the way you do that, move him out of the way, is you're going to start with chaining 3. I'm going to look at my notes just to make sure I get the right number. Okay. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put 7 single crochets in that second chain from the hook. 1, 2, and this is going to be snug because that's the way we want it to be. Oops. 3, make sure you hang on to that project. 4, let me get that string out of the way. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and now we're going to slip stitch in that first single crochet. We need to cut off a little bit more because we're going to need that to sew it in place. Go like that. Then you're going to need to take your needle and of course weave in that end. And then you'll need to make 2 of those for the eyes. And then the next thing we'll need to do is make 2 ears. And so we're using our Vanna's Choice taupe mist again. And we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put 9 double crochets in that third chain. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, got my string pulled in there, 8 and 9. The chain 3 counts as our first double crochet, and then 9 double crochets is a total of 10. So then we're going to join to the top of that one and do the same thing. Give us some yarn, about 10 or 12 inches to sew it in place. Tie that off, weave in your end, and you'll need to make 2 because those are our ears. We'll set that one aside. And the last piece that we need to make is our mouth. So we'll be starting with the red for the center of the mouth here. And we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to be using a technique called crocheting down both sides of the chain. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then you'll put 1 single crochet in each chain down, which will give us 6. Red. Okay, now we're going to turn and put another single crochet in that last single crochet, and then we're going to be going right down this chain like that. And then make sure you put 1 in that end, and then join to the first single crochet that we started with. And that's what you came up with. All right. We're going to cut that off, and then we're going to put the white edge on. My scissors got in the way again. Chain 1, and we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each single crochet around. And when you get to the end, put 2 single crochets in the end one on this side, and 2 single crochets, it's the 6th one, on this side, and that helps it go around the corner nice and smooth. And then we're going to put 1 in each single crochet going down. And we're back up to the top. So we need to put 2 single crochets in that one, and then 2 single crochets in the last one. 1, 2. And then we need to join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. And again, leave yourself a little bit of yarn, about 18 to 20 inches, so you can sew that into place. And again, we have ends that need to be, weave in your ends before you sew it on, or it'll be all jumbly. And there's your mouth. And as you can see in this one, we sewed the eyes on, we sewed the mouth on, and we sewed the ears on, and it's just long stitches and whipping it on there. And the last thing we're going to do is this pom-pom. Now, a lot of people don't want the pom-pom, and you don't have to put it on there, but I have a really simple technique that I use just to make those small pom-poms. Let me get some yarn here. And what I do is I just use my 4 fingers, and I loosely wrap it around about 10 or 20 times, just like that, however thick you want it. And I set that there. Then I got a piece of yarn, real nice and long. I lay it out, take the loops that I made and lay it across. Then I take my string and I tie it nice and tight. And I do that a couple of times, use my thumb, make sure it's going to stay tight. Then take my scissors and I clip those loops on both sides. And then I take it and I go like this a couple of times to get all those strings going the right direction. And then I hold it and I just cut it. Try to trim it up nice and even. A little bit of a mess, but hey, it's okay. And then I fluff it out. And when I look at it, if I see it has any that are too long, like there's one I don't care for that's a little long, and I just sort of give it a little trim like that, and that's it. Give it a couple good shakes and put it on your sock monkey. So that's how you make the sock monkey water bottle cozy that you can use actually for any colors that you want and any water bottle, because of course you can change the basic shape of the water bottle, or not the basic shape, the colors. And I'll put those I'll put the free pattern on my blog from my blog on here, and then I'll also have those so that you can make it for a little bit bigger water bottle if you want to. Well, thank you for watching my YouTube videos today. Thank you.